Caring about it isn't going to do anything for you. Because not only are you ugly, now you're depressed and you hate yourself. You know? So, I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a while now, and it's the topic of beauty and decentering beauty. So, this is kind of just my opinion, but maybe I'll help you, maybe I'll not. I feel like this is more for me to kind of let my thought out there and to have this information that I could kind of look back on. But the literal key to the concept of beauty and being beautiful is to really not care about it. Like, let's say you're plain, unattractive, even just ugly. Caring about it isn't going to do anything for you. Because not only are you ugly, now you're depressed and you hate yourself. You know? 1, you're ugly. 2, you're depressed. 3, you hate yourself. 2 of those you can control. You might not be able to control what's outside in the world, but you can at the very least be able to learn to control what's in you. And that's literally the only thing you need to take away from this entire video. You can like click out right now if you want to. But if you want to continue, I will kind of elaborate on my thoughts on it and kind of how I view it, if that makes sense. For example, I don't think that beauty is debilitating. It's not like a crippling side effects about you. You can still go throughout your day, you can still live your life normally. There's gonna be bad days, there's gonna be good days, but that's just life. And I wanted to talk about this also because I've seen thousands of content out there about how you can be more beautiful, how to be the best version of yourself, how unconventional beauty is still beauty, how a flower is different from the sunset, which honestly all valid, especially in teaching women especially to be more confident in themselves, to love themselves and all that stuff. But it might not always work. No hate to them, because they're obviously trying to be very helpful, and they are, but I think that these contents can be very dangerous for 2 reasons. One is that it's not going to be healthy for someone who try to do all those steps and yet they still feel ugly, or by societal standard they're still considered unattractive or average or whatever. They can't do much to improve the way their physical features look, right? I think that if you're considered someone who's very much on the opposite spectrum of that, where you're not just like kind of average and you can tweak your way a little bit into looking better, but you're literally like, you get bullied for being ugly, that's not gonna help you. A beautiful woman telling you that you just need to change your eyebrows or you just need to be more confident is not going to help you if you're insecure because the world made you insecure. The second point is that these beautiful women are in the same position as women who are considered unattractive. Yep, whether you're beautiful, ugly, plain, average, overlooked, or not, you're still held hostage by beauty. And if you don't realize that no matter how beautiful you get, you're not going to be able to escape it from trying to be more beautiful, you're just not going to get it. And going back on the topic of these beauty content advices, one thing that they have in common, especially when it comes to the really beautiful women, is that they're also consistently always trying to improve themselves. They've made a whole entire journey, a whole entire page on how to be more beautiful. And you look at them and you're like, wow, they're so beautiful, and they're still held hostage basically by the cult of beauty. Yes, I think beauty is a cult. It's a propaganda for humans. It's propaganda to control you within society. That might be a little bit of a stretch, because these beautiful women are trying so hard to maintain the beauty that they have, or to keep improving the way they feel about themselves, the way they feel about themselves because of their features, their face, their body. And some of them have always been beautiful, but some of them will tell you stories of when they were younger, they didn't feel pretty. They were bullied for it, for looking a certain way or whatever. And you look at pictures of them of when they were younger, you're like, wow, they were already pretty, but they were insecure. Do you see that? They were still insecure when they were pretty. Because why do you have to be beautiful to be considered, good in this society? To be loved, to be liked, to be treated a certain way? With the concept of being a better version of yourself, you're probably never going to be satisfied. I'm going to make it plain and simple. It's a continuous journey that never ends when it comes to trying to be beautiful. Because you're human and you're going to grow old. You're going to get wrinkly. Yeah. And you can't hide that. No matter how much money you have, no matter what cosmetic procedure you try, you're going to eventually die from sickness, from being old. And because of that, I think worrying a little bit too much about beauty isn't going to help you. You need to learn to live your life without letting beauty control your life. I want to ask you, do you really need to care that much about being beautiful when you realize that it doesn't matter what level of beauty you're on by societal standard, you're still gonna have some type of insecurity about it? Like those people that are insecure about their eye colors. You need to ask yourself, no, you need to tell yourself that it shouldn't matter to you, that it doesn't matter to you if you're not pretty, if you're not attractive. You can still love yourself without any of that. Beauty only makes up like a very small percentage of you. You have your heart, you have your soul, you have your mind, and you have your other physical abilities. That's not just about the way you look. Always try to remind yourself that it doesn't matter. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you're about to judge yourself, or you are starting to judge yourself, you can tell yourself, so what? So what if my eyes look so small? So what if my forehead is so big? And then eventually you're gonna come to a realization that it doesn't actually matter. There's 1,000 things right about you. Don't let that one thing that you consider wrong be the wrong thing about you. Literally just start taking control of your mind. I'm not even kidding. Just start gaslighting yourself. Like, please. And eventually you will be able to detach a little bit better from the beauty. You will be able to detach and heal yourself from having to worry so much about it. And I've already said it, beauty is a cult, and it's propaganda. So you're probably gonna fall for it again. And that's why it's so important for you to literally just keep talking to yourself out of considering yourself being ugly. And you know what they say about propaganda? Never think you're immune to it. No one is immune to the propaganda of beauty. It's literally a pretty fundamental part about society, and you know, it's also even biological. But it doesn't mean it needs to control your life. Thanks for watching Mumu's Lore. Usually I make more content, or I try to do things with like stories and stuff, but I was wanting to kind of just let this thought out. I wanted to do what do you call it? I saw on TikTok there was this challenge going around about how you should learn how to do public speaking, and honestly I think I need it because the amount of takes this video oh my gosh, the amount of take this video took, oh, almost didn't feel like it was worth it. But I already like had my entire thing scripted. I just didn't know how to articulate it very well. Maybe it's because I scripted it, but I feel like at times a lot of my thoughts tend to jumble up together, or they don't seem like they're structured at all. And so I kind of did write a script for that. But the challenge, if you're interested in it, is kind of just start public speaking. Even just make a video, like a 1-minute video of you talking about something you're interested in, something you like, something you're very knowledgeable about, and then post it. And it's supposed to be unscripted, but I was scripting mine because the thoughts were jumbled. I think I'm gonna make a part 2. There's actually more I want to say about the concept of beauty and decentering beauty within society. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.